All right. Thanks everyone for being here for this chair yoga session. I'm health coach Gayle, and we're going to take the next 20, 30 minutes or something like that and connect to our breath, slow down a little bit, get in out of our heads into our bodies and just breathe and stretch. So we're going to start in a chair and we'll do some warm-up moves and then a few moves that are more core focused and then more lower body and then upper body, just like the format that I follow when I do strength training by Zoom. But we're doing chair yoga today. So we're going to start here with our hands together mid chest. Take a deep cleansing breath. And we can bring chin down to chest as we put our hands on our just above our knees, chin to chest, and then slowly roll over ear to opposite shoulder or same side shoulder, and then back the other way. And just keep that gentle half circle rotation going a few times to each side. Okay, and then we'll bring the upper body into it, and we'll do a half circle from one side to the other. Hands stay on the lap, just above the knees, opening up the lower spine, releasing any energy that might be trapped there. And then we can do kind of a seated cat camel move where our hands slide out, we slouch down, chin to the chest, and then we come up and look at the ceiling. Let's do 5 of those. Even breath. Big opening stretch. Okay. And then we will do a little cross hand, cross body movement. Taps into parts of our brains that aren't always firing necessarily every day. And we're just tapping kind of towards the outside of the knee. Continuing to warm up and get the blood flowing. All right. And then we're going to widen our feet a little bit and bring our arms straight out. And we're going to cross over, tap down, hand to opposite foot, and then come up to straight arms again. And then come down other side. Let's do 5 in each direction. We want to be sure to have an even breath here. We don't want to hold our breath ever when we're exercising, though that's a natural tendency. All right, well done. So we can bring our hands to our chest again, center. Let's just do a little gentle twist. We're kind of towards the front of our chairs here to allow for a little bit more movement, flexibility. And then we can bring our hands back down to above our knees. And let's slowly, slowly slide them down as close as you can come to the floor and or your toes. And then just hold it there. Head bows down towards the shins as well. Feel the stretch down the back of your legs. And then slowly, slowly come up. Right. Then we can do some shoulder rolls, left and right, alternating. And then go in the other direction. All right, and then just some shrugs. Okay, and then we can bring our arms out again. We'll extend one leg out and the other one is straight. We're just going to swoop down and over towards that one foot, come back to center, and then swoop down towards the other and come back. Trying not to slide off your chair. All right. And then we can bring the hands behind the head. And we can just open up big through the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And then we'll do a little bit more core work here. Elbow to opposite knee as you lift, and then lower back down. Let's do 5 on each side. All right. And then we can have our hands back just above our knees, and we'll just sit up and slouch back. Okay. And then we can just kind of lift up on one side and then the other. Then, with a bit more focus on the lower body, we'll scooch to the edge of the chair and we're just going to lift up onto the balls of the feet. Let's do 10 of those little mini calf raises. Okay, and then we're going to do some kickouts. So you can scooch towards the back of your chair. We're just going to straighten the legs and then lower the feet back down to the ground 10 times. All right. And then we're going to do a little bit of marching next. So hands can be here by your sides, and we're just lifting, alternating knees. We'll do 5 raises on each side. And then with a straight spine, we're just going to lift one and hold it. Okay, and then we can switch sides. All right. And then we'll pay a little bit of attention to the feet. I'm going to show you with my hands. We're going to do some pointing and flexing, and then we're going to do some ankle circles like this. All right, so point and flex, let's do 5 of those. And then we can do 5 circles one direction with the feet. You can do your hands at the same time if you'd like. And then we're going to go the other way 5 times. All right. And while we're here, let's do just a wrist and hand opener, pulling back and then down. And then other side and down. All right. Hands on knees. And we're just going to open and close 5 times. All right, and then a nice big stretch here. We cross one leg and we're towards the edge of our seat, and we gently press down on the knee and just hold that. If you have any sciatica pain, this can certainly help, and just a great general stretch. And then we can switch sides with a gentle press down on the top of the knee. All right, we're going to go to some upper body moves next. And we'll start with some punches. So we're going to start up 5 times and straight, and then down, pulling way back with the elbows. Then we're going to go straight out to the sides. We're going to do some small circles forward. And then back. And then let's make them bigger. 5 forward. Big range of motion. Oops. And then we'll go backwards. All right, let's shake it out. Then we can bring hands to shoulders, and we're going to do some circles forward, alternating left and right. And then backwards. Excellent. And we can shrug the shoulders a few times. And if you want to turn, if you have a back on your chair, turn to the side so you have some more space. And we're going to clasp the hands behind. And we're going to lean forward and bring those up as far as you can, like they're going to go up and over your head. And just hold that stretch. And breathe. Okay. Then we can come back up to seated forward. One of my favorite upper body stretches here you can do every day to reach up and down at the same time. See if you can get your fingers close to one another behind your back. And then you can flip it and go the other way. If the distance between your fingers is different, that's a pretty good indicator that you have some tightness in your upper body that you might need to, or imbalance that you might need to do some extra stretching for. So we can just flip that a few times. All right. And then we can come back to seated and facing forward. And we'll do a big swoop up and then clapping under the lifted leg. We'll do 5 on each side. Great overall body move, engaging the core, upper and lower body at the same time. All right. And then shake it out a little bit. We've got another one here. We bring our arms up like a scarecrow, and we're going to squeeze them together. Come back, then fold down for some good shoulder rotation. We'll do 5 of these, keeping the biceps at shoulder height. All right. Oh, well done. And then let's do just a swinging left to right. Pulling it down here a little bit. We can do a little knee hug to the chest. few times on each side. And then we can do another of the sway back and up to the ceiling and floor. And then we'll slide the hands again. Legs are extended out in front of you, sliding down towards the heels, maybe touching the ground or your toes and holding that stretch. Chest comes down close to the knees. And then we can slowly come back up. All right. So we'll finish things out here today with one hand here, another here, and you can give yourself a big self-deserving hug, showing up for yourself, your physical and emotional well-being today. So I hope the energy lasts you all the day through. So thank you for being here.
Wow. Thank you.